Senator from Connecticut.
Mr. President, good morning. I ask that further proceedings under the quorum call be dismissed. But the reality is that the vulnerabilities that the terrorists exploited on September 11th in America's homeland defense structure still exist. We are still at risk. And that is why we must urgently proceed to discuss, debate, and then adopt legislation creating a Department of Homeland Security.
How optimistic are you that you'll be able to accomplish the bulk of what's on the table for you?
Oh, I think there's a possibility that we can do it, but there are some contentious issues. I think the President has to give on this whole question of union busting at the Department of Homeland Security.
Hello again. Thank you. We want a bill to the President's desk that he can and will sign, and I think we continue to be open to trying to address the differences, but clearly the President has said publicly that we need some new flexibilities.
Welcome back, everybody. We don't know yet what the circumstances are involving Iraq, and there may be legislative activity in that regard, although it's way too early to come to any conclusion about that. Hearings, as you know, in the Foreign Relations Committee on Iraq will continue, and there may be hearings as well in the Armed Services Committee. So we need to acquire as many answers. We need to get as much information before we can come to any conclusions about what action, if any, the Senate will take.
Sorry to cut. The most important legislation would be what to get done before the election.
And I am absolutely satisfied that if we are going to have a major conflict again in Iraq, that Congress will be involved. There will be time for debate. I don't know that this is going to happen, but I expect that something specific would be asked of Congress before, an overt action would occur, barring an emergency, of course. But
he'd be very foolish if he didn't, to take an action that's this great without, in a sense, going to the representatives of the people. Would leave him quite exposed. And since it's also quite apparent that the Congress is willing to give him what he wants, in political terms, I can't see any reason why he wouldn't. So a lot's happened. And I think they're close on other things. It's really been quite remarkable. Iraq will be moved to the front burner. Whether it'll go beyond there in this period, we can't yet tell.